Good afternoon, everyone. We have today's press conference ahead of our game against the Philadelphia Union. We have defender Tayvon Gray. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get started in the room with Scott Scherson.
Hey, man, thanks for the time. I appreciate it. Before the 8-game unbeaten streak that you guys have had, you had a little struggle with the second half, with averaging about 1 goal per match in the second half. The last 8 games, however, you've given up only about 3. What do you attribute that to? What thoughts do you have in that?
I think it ultimately comes down to mentality. I think coach and us talk about that a lot, quite often. Just not letting up anything easy. It's you got to help everyone out. Say the forwards are having a hard time, then someone has to, step up. Like I said, we're a team. One place is not having a good time, the other place obviously has to pick it up. So I think we do a good job of not giving up too many chances.
Glenn?
So Esteban introduced you as a defender. You played a lot of different places along that back line. Can you describe some of the differences and nuances and how that might be a challenge for you?
I think I'm pretty versatile. I think it's a part of my game. Play on the right, play on the left, in the middle. I think wherever coach needs me, I'm there for it.
And you played most of your youth career essentially, though. Is that
yeah. Most of my time growing up, I played center back. Yeah, pretty comfortable.
So following up on that, because that's where I wanted to go. So you did, I remember you playing center back. You played center back for the U17s as well. Tell me the process of how you got here, how you got shifted out to the outside. And now that you're back playing inside, how does it feel and where do you feel more comfortable? I know that you can play everywhere, but in your heart of hearts, where would you say, all right, this is where I'm playing?
I think my best position is center back, if you ask me. But yeah, as you said, how I got in, I think when I came, there was 4 center backs already. So I think right back just gave me a better chance to compete, a better chance for minutes. So I kind of just went with it.
To follow up on that, so you're an absolute lockdown defender. You're almost impossible to beat at this point. Offensively, though, how much have you been working on your offensive game, especially on crosses, and who are you working with, and what are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to accomplish, really just get better every day. That's about it. Just get better. In terms of me working on stuff, yeah, I think offensively I've been working on my game and training and stuff like that. Crossing, yes. Of course, I've been playing in the middle, so haven't really had to do that much, but I'm definitely working on my game.
Thanks.
Back to the Zoom. We'll go with Michael Andre.
Tayvon, thanks for the time. Typically, the games against Philly, have some feistiness in them. You're a player that has that. I guess the term that is used commonly is you have that dog in you, where you don't back down and you can get in another player's face. Is that something you think the team overall needs to work on as far as building up that intensity to help combat what you expect from Philly?
You said if I think that's something the team needs to work on. Answer to that, I think everybody game is different. I think everybody brings different things to the table, so I don't think everybody's gonna be me. So yeah.
Andrew.
Hi, Tayvon. You guys have had some tough results recently playing against the Union. What about them specifically makes it kind of hard to get the positive results you guys have been looking for? And what do you think you guys need to focus on specifically Saturday night to actually get a good result heading into the big break before the Leagues Cup?
What we need to focus on? I think trying to think of that one. I don't think it's complicated. I think we just go into the game with the mindset of winning. I think it's pretty straightforward. I don't think we need to go around it or anything like that. I think it'd be a good win to go into Leagues Cup. So yeah.
Trey.
Tayvon, speaking of leagues, excuse me, Tayvon, speaking of Leagues Cup, has there been a conversation about how the team's going to approach that tournament, seeing how it's new and kind of changes up the season?
As for the first game, I think we know them pretty well. We know Atlas pretty well, so I think it'll be a good game. Atmosphere will be good. Yeah.
Joel.
Hey, Tayvon, thanks for the time. I'm just wondering, New York City FC made a couple of moves this week, traded Tony Alfaro as well as acquired a new striker. I'm just wondering, what's the mood like in the locker room with a new face and now that the transfer window's sort of in still going about?
I think it's good. I think it's good for the team. I think adding new pieces is definitely something we need. So I think it's a good look for us going forward.
Final one, Christian Henich.
Hi, Tayvon. You talked about there before, you played a lot of centre-back as a young player, so you're really experienced in that position. Justin's come into that centre-back role and done quite well. Is that something that you've helped him with personally, that adjustment and maybe some of the finer details of the position?
I think that one goes both ways. I think he's also helped me, and I've helped him. I've known him for a very long time, so I think the chemistry is pretty good.